Good morning everyone, welcome to another episode of The Hunt for Bronze. This morning I am here with a good friend of mine, Tooney. I'm going to go by nicknames because that's just easier. Yeah, we're here at Borumba Dam again. We're going to try, well, pretty much to catch whatever we can, but we'll start with a bit of top water. Tooney's got the little cicada imitation on. I've got the jerk bait as per usual because I do what I do. And we're going to try to catch a few fish. Looks like everyone's fishing deep. I don't like doing that, so I'm going to fish shallow and we're going to try for that edge bite. We're going to get to it, put you on the chest and start fishing. Alright, there we are. Got the old chest cam ready. That was a bunny brim. See, that was a little skip. Yeah. Yeah. Good little pace we got here. So what we'll do is we'll go into this bay, round. All right, we got the breakfast treat, so burrito. You don't have breakfast.
Had it already.
I got my breakfast. All right, we got jerk bait tied on now. Went through the FG knot with Tooney. If you guys would actually like me to go through the FG knot on the channel, let me know and I'll do it. But now I've just got to decide what of these I'm going to throw in there. Probably a jerk bait. So, like, if I were to just cast that into where you are, I can slow roll that down the edge of that timber. Oh, did you see that? As it sunk down the edge of that wall.
Oh, I've got a good one too.
No, I'm just gonna put that back in there, eh?
Yeah.
Well, it has been slow, guys. It has been very, very slow. A couple of taps here and there, but not much is going on. All right.
All right.
Last cast.
All right.
Then we're going to move upriver.
Fucking last cast. Fucking chill.
Can't win them all.
All right. Slow roll for sure.
Get us into the main river. Actually, I won't even bother. Let you go past. I just slowly. Well guys, she has been very, very slow. Oi, how do you catch fish? Dylan, how do you catch fish?
I've even got a hit. He's got like two little ones and like he's lost like four or five.
Yeah, right, so we're all sucking it up. Jesse's got the only one. Jerk baits? Slow rolling them or actually jerking them?
Nah, twitching. That one.
What we're doing is we're working this timber point edge thing in hopes for a toga. Last time I was here, there was actually quite a few togas sitting around this area. There's no steep drop-offs. It's kind of a slow tapered bank up onto the weed. That normally, sorry, up onto the edge, and I don't mind that for this time of year fish. There's no sudden changes in the bank, so the fish are a bit more comfortable moving up and down through the cold and up through the cold water to feed up in the shallower stuff. Jesse's fishing right on the edge. I'm kind of fishing more parallel, picking off spots on the bank that are on ahead of me there to kind of target. And that's just to target these upright timber to see if there's any bass or toga sitting on these slightly further out. Still sitting about 10 foot of water though, so there's a good chance that there's fish here. Oh yes!
Alright, catch a fish then.
Alright. I'll turn off the drive.
Can't, mate.
Yep. Got him. Whoa, no way. That's a good fish. That's got some weight to it. Yeah, I'll need the net. It's a toga. Nope, it's just a yellow. It's a dirty big yellow belly. Very dirty big yellow belly. Oh, he's just hooked too. No, it's a yellow. Yes. Oh, we caught something. Oh, it's a good little yellow belly. Oh, he's dark too.
Yeah, that's why I think it's like.
He's a black yellow. Oh, that gets the donut out. That was a hard worked fish. Nice little yellow belly there. Caught twitching that jerk bait, well, rolling that jerk bait actually, and then pausing it. And he's real dark too. It's a cool little fish. Awesome. I'll get a photo and let him go. What do we reckon? Do you like anything else on this bank? Big dirty laydown. So we'll fish to that, then go straight across, fish this long point in around to the cows.
Yeah.
Go see Moo Moo. Go catch bass on the Moo Moo bank. Oh God, that's a toga. That's a toga. Calm down, calm down. Get him. Nah, that's a bass. It's a good bass. Play him light. Just don't give him slack. It's just not a huge bass. It's actually just, it's quite a little bass. Your drag's just light. Oh.
Another cheeky littly.
Another cheeky littly.
Bingo.
Was that just rolling it through that deep water?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Couldn't feel the weight anymore. I was like, nah, you're not that big.
You just ran. I'm like, fuck. Oh, yes, on. Oh, he's in some timber there. I forgot to back down the drag for that last fish. He's not a big fish at all, but he's a bass. Still good times. Yes. Boom. Oh look, he's not the worst. Not the biggest. It's not the worst. Yeah, you're on. I saw that fish on the side scan, I kid you not. That's a good fish, man. It's a toga, so keep your rod angles low. Rod angles low, man. Yep, that's good. Stop him jumping like a barra.
Mama. Nice, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And look, lure's out of his mouth.
Oof, lucky. Lucky.
Hey, Sarah. How you going, mate?
Oh, first Saratoga.
Woo!
Mama. Fuck yeah,
Fucking
dude,
hit
that's
that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Well, that was the jerk. Go back to jerking. No slow rolling then.
No slow rolling.
I was like, nah, I'll give it a crack. It's fucking been slow.
I saw that fish come across on the side scan too.
Mama.
I'm like, there's a fish there. And I looked up, I'm like, your lure's about in line with it. And I look over, as I've looked over, you've hooked up. All right. There we go, Tooney's first toga. Smack that little jerk bait. And farewell to Saratoga. Don't lose them on me.
Off you go. See ya. Fuck yeah.
Hit that.
Yes.
Well, I'm not recording. Yeah, not a bad little bass. Yeah, pretty good little one. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And of course I wasn't recording. Nice. Sick.
Nice, it's a good one, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
Of course I wasn't recording though, guys. On the jerkbait on the paws, on the twitching paws.
Change it up.
Over the weed bed.
Slow roll in the morning.
So what we found here is we actually got a good point. Wind's blowing onto it. We got pelicans over there, pelicans feeding, and managed that little bass. Not bad, probably about 34, 35 centimeters. Pretty happy. Best fish of the day for me, so let's keep going. There we go. There's our bass. And we're gonna send her on her way. Woo! Sick. Well, it's not too bad yet. So what you guys can see here is we've actually got a point coming from over here. You can cast, Tony. So we've got a point coming out here and in front of us. So what I'm doing is actually turning the boat side on, so we fish the point out to a depth. So you go to the point, fish it round, but instead of cutting straight over the top over the shallow, you actually fish all depth gradients before you turn on it, then fish parallel it. What you'll find there is you actually get a chance to fish any of the actual fish themselves that are sitting in a position targeting fish coming up and over that hump, or as you come round and parallel it, you come down along the height and the gradient, which doesn't change too much as that point moves along. And it just allows you to cover more water and get your lure into that strike zone where it needs to be, and where you'll often find those predators sitting. Especially when you've got wind like this, although it's not what it was before, which is okay, but wind blowing up over it. Yep, on. There it is. Oh, he's cutting some ground. Yeah, he's a little aggro bugger. He's trying to put some hurt on. We've got the drag set pretty tight. Well, he's actually not a bad fish. Not a bad fish at all. Absolutely smoked that. I'm gonna pass us that net. So, it's a pretty good fish, that one. And we're just gonna, yeah, up. No, he still doesn't want to come in. Yeah, he's a good nug compared to what we've caught today. Yeah, he's quite a good little nugget. Solid. Solid. All jerk and paws. Exactly what I was talking about before, just working over that point. He is a fatty. I love winter fish. They just get size. Little chunkus. He's not an overly huge fish, but as you can see, that winter weight that they get when they solid up is unreal. You know, he's probably about 34, 35. Yep, 35 to the fork. And he's just a solid little nugget. Stoked with that. Definitely can't complain. Alright, let's say goodbye to her. Nice dark chunky, healthy fish. Oh, yep, this is a good weed too. Oh, he belted that. Right off the edge of that weed bed. Jeez, he's not big, but he whacked it. He's not big at all. I'll lift him in. Boom. Oh, look, he's not atrocious by any means, but he had a go. He is tiny, but he whacked that with gusto.
All day, boys.
All right, wrap it before you tap it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Oh! That sucks. Yuck. Stop rain. All right, as you can see, guys, the weather sucks. Oh no, that's gonna suck. Oh, watching squalls of wind come over. Oh, look, a rainbow. Do you reckon there's bass at the end of that one? There's anything I've learned, there's all, you know, if there's one thing you just got to do, it's embrace the suck. Just embrace it. Yep. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. Yeah, good, 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 good. Well, today, it wasn't too bad. We got 7 bass, a toga and a yellow. Hard fishing, but it is a cold front currently blowing through, which doesn't help. And we were determined to catch fish shallow, not deep. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Biggest bass was about 35 to 36 to the fork. Toga would have been mid 50s to 60s. Yellow would have been about 37, 38, maybe 40 to the tip. But for me, standout lure was the ever faithful Greedy Guts. Yeah, I love this lure. Fishing 10-pound leader, 8-pound braid, no, 10-pound braid, 4 to 8-pound ACM. That would have been on the North Fork, 4 to 8-pound ACM custom rods. Great blank for this sort of fishing, soft tip. It's that drop shot style blank, so it's got that softer tip but muscle when you need it. And a 2500 size reel. Jesse Tooney was fishing a little double clutch with a 1 to 4 kilo rod, 2500 reel as well. Similar setup to myself, so that's pretty much us. We're going to get back to the car before it starts to get a little bit wet on us, and we out. See ya.